Hi guys, we will be testing for the halide ions, chloride, bromide and iodide. As you can see, we have a solution of each of the ion present in the boiling tube, and on the test tube on the right we have got the same solution present in which we are going to add our reagents. The reagents we are going to add will be silver nitrate at first and then followed by ammonia. So let's start adding silver nitrates to our tube containing chloride ions. When we add silver nitrate to a tube containing chloride ions, we have the formation of a white precipitate, which is the precipitate for silver chloride. Next, we would add silver nitrate to the tube containing bromide ions, and we will end up with a cream colored precipitate. Now this initially appears as white, but if we compare it with the precipitate in the tube that had chloride ions, we can clearly see the difference in color. As you can notice, the tube on the left has a more white appearance and the tube on the right has a less white appearance. It is more of a off-white or a pale brown or a cream colored appearance. So the white precipitate is for chloride and the cream precipitate formed is that for bromide. Now we will continue with testing for the iodide ions. We add aqueous silver nitrate to a tube containing iodide ions and we have a yellow precipitate being formed. This is easily distinguishable from the other two. So on addition of silver nitrate, chloride forms a white precipitate, bromide forms a cream precipitate and iodide forms a yellow precipitate. Now we are going to follow on with addition of aqueous ammonia. So in the tube containing chloride ions, when we add aqueous ammonia in excess, we see that the precipitate will begin to dissolve. Here you can see the precipitate has dissolved on addition of excess of aqueous ammonia. There is no precipitate in the tube anymore. Whereas in the tube containing the bromide ions, when we add ammonia in excess, we see that the precipitate is still there because it is very slightly soluble in dilute aqueous ammonia. So the precipitation is still observed in the tube with the bromide ions present. Now with the iodide ions, we continue adding aqueous ammonia in excess and the precipitate remains. It does not dissolve. So here are the results of addition of aqueous ammonia to the tubes containing the silver chloride, the silver bromide and the silver iodide precipitates. The silver chloride precipitate dissolved to give a soluble complex which is a colorless solution. The bromide ions formed AgBr did not dissolve. We can see the precipitate settling down, and the same thing is observed with iodide ions. The precipitate did not dissolve. So these are the tests for the halide ions.